Sexual activity is a natural part of human life with various physical and mental health implications. Here's what research tells us about the advantages and potential disadvantages of having sex frequently. 12 advantages of frequent sex. 12. Enhanced immune function. Regular sexual activity has been linked to higher levels of immunoglobulin A, IgA, an antibody that plays a crucial role in immune function. Studies suggest that people who have sex once or twice weekly show 30% higher IgA levels compared to those who abstain, potentially offering better protection against common illnesses like colds and flu. 11. Improved sleep quality. Sex triggers the release of prolactin and oxytocin while reducing cortisol levels, creating a hormonal environment conducive to sleep. The physical exertion combined with these neurochemical changes can help you fall asleep faster and experience deeper, more restorative sleep cycles, particularly beneficial for those struggling with insomnia. 10. Natural pain relief. The endorphins and oxytocin released during sexual activity act as natural painkillers. Research indicates that sexual activity can reduce the intensity of migraines, arthritis pain, and menstrual cramps. The pain threshold can increase by up to 75% during arousal and orgasm, providing temporary but significant relief from various types of discomfort. 9. Lower blood pressure. Regular sexual activity is associated with lower systolic blood pressure. Studies have found that people who engage in frequent intercourse tend to have healthier cardiovascular responses to stress and maintain more stable blood pressure readings throughout the day compared to those who have sex less frequently or not at all. 8. Reduced stress and anxiety. Sexual activity stimulates the production of endorphins and reduces cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. The physical intimacy and emotional connection involved in sex can provide a powerful buffer against daily stressors, helping to lower overall anxiety levels and improve mood regulation over time. 7. Strengthened pelvic floor muscles. The muscular contractions during sex, particularly during orgasm, provide a workout for pelvic floor muscles. Stronger pelvic floor muscles can improve bladder control, reduce the risk of incontinence, enhance sexual pleasure, and support overall pelvic health for both men and women as they age. 6. Improved cardiovascular health. Sex is a form of physical exercise that elevates heart rate and improves circulation. Regular sexual activity has been linked to reduced risk of heart attack and stroke. Men who have sex at least twice weekly have a 45% lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to those who have sex once a month or less. 5. Better cognitive function. Sexual activity promotes neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons, particularly in the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and learning. Research suggests that sexually active older adults perform better on cognitive tests and may have some protection against age-related cognitive decline and dementia. 4. Hormonal balance. Frequent sexual activity helps regulate hormone levels, including testosterone, estrogen, and DHEA. In women, regular sex can help stabilize menstrual cycles and reduce symptoms of hormonal fluctuations. In men, it helps maintain healthy testosterone levels, which affects energy, mood, muscle mass, and bone density. 3. Enhanced intimacy and relationship satisfaction. Regular sexual activity strengthens emotional bonds between partners through the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Couples who maintain active sex lives report higher relationship satisfaction, better communication, increased trust, and greater overall happiness in their partnerships. 2. Boosted self-esteem and body confidence. Engaging in consensual, pleasurable sexual activity can significantly improve self-image and confidence. The positive physical sensations, emotional connection, and affirmation from a partner contribute to feeling more attractive and comfortable in one's own body, which extends to improved confidence in other areas of life. 1. Increased longevity. Multiple studies have found correlations between frequent sexual activity and longer lifespan. Research tracking thousands of individuals over decades suggests that people who maintain active sex lives throughout adulthood tend to live longer, with some studies showing that regular sexual activity is associated with a 50% reduction in overall mortality risk. Disadvantages of frequent sex: physical strain and fatigue. Frequent sexual activity can lead to physical exhaustion, muscle soreness, and general fatigue, particularly if it's interfering with adequate rest. The physical demands can cause strain injuries, genital soreness, or discomfort, especially without proper lubrication or when recovery time between sessions is insufficient. Increased risk of UTIs and infections. More frequent sexual activity increases exposure to bacteria and can lead to urinary tract infections, particularly in women. Without proper hygiene practices before and after sex, the risk of yeast infections, bacterial vaginosis, and other genital infections also rises with increased frequency of intercourse. Sexually transmitted infections. Higher frequency of sexual activity with multiple partners significantly increases STI risk. Even in monogamous relationships, if one partner has an undiagnosed infection, frequent contact increases transmission likelihood. This risk makes consistent testing and safe practices essential for sexually active individuals. Relationship pressure and obligation. When one partner desires sex more frequently than the other, it can create pressure, resentment, and feelings of obligation. This mismatch in libido can lead to one partner feeling inadequate or the other feeling rejected, potentially damaging the emotional intimacy that sex is meant to enhance. Decreased sensitivity and novelty. Paradoxically, very frequent sexual activity can sometimes lead to decreased novelty and excitement. The brain's reward system may become less responsive to repeated stimulation, potentially requiring more varied or intense experiences to achieve the same level of satisfaction, which can complicate sexual dynamics. Time and energy constraints. Frequent sex requires significant time and energy investment that might compete with other important life responsibilities, such as work, family obligations, personal development, or social connections. This can lead to imbalance in life priorities and potential neglect of other essential activities. Physical complications. Frequent intercourse without adequate recovery can cause chafing, microtears, prolonged soreness, and increased susceptibility to injury. Men may experience decreased sensitivity or difficulty achieving orgasm with excessive frequency, while women may experience vaginal dryness or irritation despite arousal. Emotional dependency. Relying too heavily on sex for emotional regulation, stress relief, or self-esteem validation can create unhealthy dependency patterns. This can make it difficult to cope with periods of abstinence due to illness, travel, or relationship issues, and may mask underlying emotional or psychological issues that need attention. The key to healthy sexual activity lies in finding a frequency that works for both partners, maintaining open communication, practicing safe sex, and ensuring that sexual intimacy enhances rather than dominates or damages other aspects of life and relationships. Okay, that was a lot of information there, and I can't believe you got to this point of the video without subscribing yet. Come on, dudes, and dudes, females. Move your remotes, move your fingers, and click like and subscribe. To you all watching this without never having sex, congratulations. Also, how your partner treats your body is a major advantage and disadvantage of frequent sexual intercourse. Thank you for watching. It's the Sticky Nurse. I'll see you in my next video.